Dear industry mentors, I Professor Bhatta, Chairman of Industry Interface Office at IIM Indore, welcome you all for this year's IIP program. First of all, I am sincerely thankful to all of you for agreeing to guide our students this year and providing us with good quality programs for the IIP. We appreciate your time and we appreciate you agreeing to giving your valuable time and efforts for mentoring our students. And we are looking forward to a long-term association with your company. You will be glad to know that the number of companies participating in the IIP is increasing year on year, and this we have 43 reputed companies including yours as a part of the IIP exercise at IIM Indore. Industry Interface Program at this institute is an initiative taken up to familiarize the students about the nitty-gritties of how an industry or a business organization functions. Through the IIP, we want the students to practically understand good practices followed by different companies and experience a real-life business problem or an organizational challenge and work on it. Each student group will be mentored by a faculty member of this institute as a faculty mentor. Through the IIP, we expect the students to bring in an outsider perspective to address an organizational challenge in your company in a more effective and efficient way. But as you all know, they are first year students and there is a limit to their skills that they have already acquired. Therefore, their expectations should also be accordingly balanced or calibrated. But you must understand that all these students are from the PGP first year and all of them have got, or at least many of them got, prior work experience. They are all quite qualified and some of the best brains of this country, and they're brilliant as far as their knowledge is concerned. Profile of the students along with the faculty mentor details will be shared with you very soon so that you will have an idea of the complete background of the group. This industry interface program will go on for approximately 6 months starting around mid-September this year and carry on till February 2018. The students, we have about 600 students, and all these students are made into groups of 5 to 6 and allotted. Each one of them is allotted one industry. We have a total of 100 groups in the institute. There is no maximum number or minimum number for the number of visits, but we insist that at least 2 visits should be conducted so that they will understand the organization in complete detail. Thereafter, any more visits will be as per the requirements of the project as decided by the industry mentors and the faculty mentors. Coming to the transportation to reach your company, all expenses on transportation will be borne by the institute, and your company need not have to incur any expense on this account at all. Every week, afternoons of Wednesdays and Saturdays are kept free for students so that they can meet the industry mentor and understand the deliverables. There is a logic behind keeping the afternoons of Wednesdays and Saturdays. Earlier in the previous years, we were sending them for the full day, but we got a feedback from the industry that it is very difficult for them to spare the entire day with other students because they have other business engagements and the operations to be looked after. So they have suggested, so it will be good if they come for part of the day. Accordingly, we have kept 2 afternoons free, and they will be there in the company approximately for 2 to 3 hours on Wednesdays and Saturdays in the afternoon. In case if your company is on a 5-day schedule, then they will be coming only on Wednesdays, and on any other days if they have free classes, if they are free from other classes, they can get in touch with you, or they will be in contact with you by electronic means like Skype or conference call. Now coming to the faculty, As I told you, each group of the IIP is guided by a faculty mentor of the institute. The faculty mentor will also be visiting the institute company along with the students during the first or even the second visit. Their purpose of their visit is to understand the scope of the project and the deliverables expected from the students. It is a kind of goal setting and expectation setting for the project. Thereafter, faculty mentor will be continuously in touch with you through the telephone or Skype as and when required as per the project requirement. After the first visit to the industry along with the faculty mentor, the student groups are expected to get an overview of the company and its operations, on the basis of which they submit an organizational analysis report to us. The idea behind submission of organizational analysis is to make students aware of the company setup and its business processes. The deadline for submission is within 1 month from the date of the first visit, which is around 15th of October. Organizational analysis reports submitted by the student group will also be counted towards their final grading and at the weightage of about 10%. After the second visit to the company, the industry mentor will brief the students about the project expectations on deliverables and modalities of data sharing. In case if the data that you are going to share with our students is confidential, please brief them about it. They have been briefed to maintain the confidentiality of the data, because data privacy is very, very important, and we are committed to ensure that none of the data which is shared by you is going to any other sources or used in any other way other than for the project for which the students have come in. After the students are required to submit a project analysis report explaining the future plan, how they want to conduct the project, and how they are going to carry out the data analysis, when are they going to come out with the deliverables, various other aspects. The project plan will be shared with you and it will be submitted by about 15th of November 2017. Then the students will start working on the project. The students will be in continuous touch with you. They collect the data and do the necessary analysis and come out with the findings and recommendations. During this process, they will be in touch with the faculty and industry mentor. On completion of the project work, they will be preparing a project report and submit it to the industry and the faculty mentor by end of January or by latest by 15th of February. The project report submitted by the students will have about 10% of weightage for the final score of the group. After submitting the project group, the students will be asked to make a presentation on the project carried out by them. We will be inviting you to be a part of the project presentation in the institute and become one of the evaluators on the work carried out by our students. Apart from you and the faculty mentor, there will be an independent faculty member who will also be participating, who will be giving his own score on the project work carried out. Project presentation will carry a weightage of 40% towards the final grade. During the presentation, students may be subjected by all of you with some viva voce questions to understand their individual contribution to the project work. We have already briefed our students to maintain absolute discipline and behave in such a way befitting to the institute's decorum and the status. In spite of all this, in case if you find any behavioral problem with our students or any case of indiscipline, I request you to immediately call up the faculty mentor or call me up so that we can immediately ensure a course correction is applied and such incidents do not take place. After all, they are students. These things do happen, and your feedback to us on these things will help us to ensure that they are not repeated. During the entire IIP, in case if you find any challenge, please feel free to call me or to my executives in the industry interface office. Will always be standing by to ensure that any challenge is resolved, and we'll all work together to make sure that IIP is successful as always we have been doing in the previous years. Thank you so much.